What is happening, y'all? Welcome to the Tuesday night stream. Gonna be checking out something a little bit different today, courtesy of the folks at Streamforge for sponsoring today's stream. We are jumping in and taking a look at Mato Anomalies. Now, this is a upcoming JRPG. From what I understand, I think the closest thing we can probably compare this to is, well, I don't know. Well, let's play it. Let's jump in. Let's jump in. I'll let you be the judge. But JRPG, futuristic, kind of neo-future city. So, a couple different genres going on here. A little cyberpunk-ish, but not quite in that genre. Neo-future and cyberpunk are similar but different. Either way, let's jump in. This was first really shown off at Steam Next Fest. This is a separate playthrough from that. It's a little bit beyond what they offered at the Steam Next Fest demo. So, as far as I know, I think this might be the first footage of what I'm about to play really getting out there. So, let me see. I think I need to use keyboard and mouse, but yeah, I think it's probably like that as well, Botox. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say the names of other games. I'm probably not, so. I want to lower my volume. Looks good. Just want to lower sensitivity a little bit on that camera. Let's go like -3. Actually, we'll knock the volume down like a pinch. Oh yeah, that's good. Alright. I thought you said Akon told you to meet him here. He did. My name's Doe. John Doe. He's not here, guy. Yes, I can see that. Thanks. Sorry I'm late. I had to take extra precautions to make sure I wasn't being followed. I mean, that's probably pretty hard when you don't have eyes. And you not only wasted your time, you wasted ours. Some stooge hanging out the front doors trying real hard not to see you. What? And I'm sorry, who is this? Someone who's hella better at shaking a tail. Obs. Is this a dating sim? I mean, everything's a dating sim if you're enough of a degenerate. Convinced 2 of your workers to embezzle the union's money, or did you just not care? Bet in your union retirement fund in the stock market? It's a bold play, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. What difference could it make at this point? They blame me for how it all turned out. After the audit, we were accused of cooking the books. They even shut down our machines. These people have nothing left. If I tell them about what those two did, it cost them their lives. I can't have that. Martyrs get killed too, you know. It's gonna be you or them. It's not just them. If I understand all this, our side would be equally to blame. Which I would normally say, throw them to the lions. But this whole scheme has Rich's dirty fingerprints all over it. You're right. I've known Asai for a long time. And he wouldn't have done this without some form of coercion. It doesn't make him less responsible for his actions. No, it does not. All this means is we have to get to Asai and find out how Rich got his hooks in him. From there, we can suss out whatever hole this megalomaniac bastard is hiding in. Wait. What is it? I like to talk, but I can't make promises. Alright, out we go. Let's get some Let's get some action going. Bow, 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 bow. Yo, wait, so is my guy like a ghost or something? That is not what he looks like. I got a sword and a spear equipped. Oh, she's got... So what is that? It's a dart. She's got a dart.
What is it?
Wait a minute. We play our weeb games right around here. Oh my god, is this just... Dude, what kind of OSHA violation is this? Look at this! No guardrail, no nothing? There's escalators at least. Shadow Tailor. Yeah, I think it's turn-based. We'll probably have some combat in a second. I think right now we're picking up all the tanks. Wait, what the heck? Graham. I mean, they're the same person, but he's like the dead version of me? Is that like... Is that my persona or something like that? I thought it was like an alter ego or something, but maybe not. The rail station. That's a spear. That's a shield, and that's the other thing. I haven't even got to the combat yet. I gotta get to the combat before I decide anything. Oh no, it's not. So it's a whole separate person. Why is that? What? Random layers. Oh. Well, let's enter the 1-1 first. Debuffs when your sanity is too low. Enter the shrine and choose one power of the lair. Power of the lair has different effects. You can look up the effect here. 10% more damage for 1 turn. All team members gain a shell that can block 1 attack. 10% more on 1 turn. So is this like a roguelike element? Weak pops up when your attack is effective against the enemy. Someone will resist. Crush, Pierce, Slash, and Special, as well as abnormal status. A trap detonated. We killed a bingo and 2 pachinko machines. Do y'all want to hear what the English? Let's. I mean, I would play this in Japanese, obviously, but we can just to check what English sounds like in the fights. Oh shit! Back it up. Back it up.
These guys? What a waste of time.
I'm just gonna resist, but I don't know what those double exclamation parts are. I think it means
This will be fun to watch.
And I think, Princess, what do you want?
If 1 strike is not enough, then I'll give you 2.
Oh, so the cooldown, that carries on. Interesting.
Mondo Shaman, heed my call.
My trap should be more than enough. Bullseye!
Dang.
If 1 strike is not enough, then I'll give you 2.
What happened? I don't know. He probably said something that got picked up by the bot, and the bot auto-banned him, I guess. I don't know what he said. Oh. He said pachinko machine, and the bot only caught the first half of that word and assumed he mentioned a slur, and so it banned him automatically. It is not a spin-off of those, but obviously the gameplay is pretty comparable.
Take this!
Time to take out the trash.
Blade this blade.
The art of war.
Oh my, Moshinderu. I mean, the
It's
bot.
my turn.
No, you're not banned. And the bot did what it's supposed to do.
Bullseye.
Princess, stop. Come here, stop. 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 You don't need to go eat right now. I might have to let the cat out of the room. She's just going crazy right now.
These guys? What a waste of time.
You can kill this
This'll be
thing.
fun to watch.
No, she doesn't want love. She wants snacks.
Time to take out the trash.
She's a chunky girl. 70%.
Show me your work,
Let's see.
Protagonists.
Were you even aiming? It's my turn. Take this.
Time to take out the trash. I'll take care of this.
My trap should be more than enough.
If one strike is not enough, then I'll give you 2.
The turn system is interesting. How we gotta... how it carries through to different battles. Rift Shard, Pierce, and we got a bunch of stuff there. So I could, let's put a, this has multi-attack damage boost. Let's put that on him. And then for her, let's move from the butterfly dart to these. Alright, I'll change it back to Japanese so y'all stop crying. Jesus. Rush damage. Sword Strike is on cooldown. Wait a minute. Do we have, I think we have a shared health pool. What? Huh. We do, but I was able to target who to heal. Gotta kill this thing. These helicopter heads are pretty annoying. Doing a lot of damage. What? Do you want to leave? You want to leave? Alright, you can't come back in. If I open the gate, you gotta stay out. Nice. Trap taking him out. You done messed up. You need to heal wounds. Alright, let me get rid of this cat. She's just sitting next to me like meow, 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 meow. I'm like, all right, you're gone. Leave. You're not doing the 1,000 meows. Mastercraft /3. Oh, whoa, what are these? What is happening? Wait, what? What am I doing here? Whoa, what is happening here? Hold up. What? Okay, what is this? Gears. This is the gears menu. I can equip gears to boost team defense or something else. I'm gonna go for auto equip for now. I don't know anything else. We're just gonna auto equip best gears. So that's some boost. Boost / pierce and something else, I guess. Is there an auto equip best weapon? Talent tree. Graham's health is up. Wait, there's separate trees? Whoa, wait, what? What's happening? Do these trees connect? So if I get like Sword Strike and I go over here, okay, they're not connected. You have another talent point? Increased damage after each action, stackable. That sounds pretty good. But I'd rather do this. So we have personal skills, and then we have weapon skills. And then I guess now I would go back in, but I could do the next tier. I can't select the main one. I can go random. We already cleared that one. Let's clear number 2, I guess. So yeah, there's this is interesting because it's almost there's almost like this roguelike element going on here. Where I go in, evasion, increase claw skills. She has, I think her fists, I think those count as claws. Let me see. They are, okay. Alright, well she'll mess stuff up then. We have auto battle to sit back and enjoy the fighting. Yeah, definitely getting the SMT vibes with the auto battle and the demons. It's interesting how your cooldowns carry through. Like I'd have to be smart about going into a boss. Like I'd have to have all my cooldowns up and whatnot. Maybe you turn off enemy. I can skip animation, so I can skip the animations to go even faster. Oh, yeah. Mm.
また雑魚。
これで終わらせる。
まだまだ仕掛け。
一撃で足り。
So you can really skip things down. Yes, and the purpose of grinding, you can turn off animations. And it's good to see more games like this on PC though, because like this genre was usually like you could only get stuff like this on Nintendo Switch, so that alone is a massive win. Because I could play this at the computer or slap it on Steam Deck and play it laying in bed, like. There's the let me watch the gameplay itself completely button. Haha. So you gotta understand though, there's always like people always like to joke about auto battle systems. Like, why would oh man, I'm so glad I bought this game so it'll play itself for me. You know, it's always a funny talking point. But the reality, and anybody in chat that's a fan of JRPGs knows this, is a huge part of JRPGs is going to be grinding. Typically you're playing them for like the cool builds that you can make. You're playing them for the story. You're playing them to get invested in the characters. You know, I would argue that the combat itself, in general, is probably one of the weaker aspects of a lot of JRPG games, especially if you frequently play action games. You know, if you are playing stuff like, I don't know, Spider-Man, God of War, Dark Souls, Monster Hunter. You know, JRPGs are much slower, and they are going to have a heavier grind. So having an auto battle system, yes, it is an absolute. In fact, I don't even want to think about playing a JRPG that doesn't have an auto battle system. Because sometimes it's just like crap enemies, you know. Sometimes you're just farming up stuff for experience. Sometimes it's for skill unlocks. I think one of the, for me at least, one of the most prominent examples is in the Tales franchise. In the Tales franchise, you would have skills where it's like, you know, you need to use Azure Blast 200 times and Wolf Fang 200 times, and then after you've used both of them 200 times, you would unlock a new move. But no one wants to fight and just be like, Wolf Fang, Wolf Fang, Wolf Fang, Wolf Fang, because that would exhaust you. So what you would do is you'd put auto battle on, you'd turn off everything except those two abilities, and then you'd let the computer spam Wolf Fang 200 times so that you could unlock the new abilities that you wanted to play. Energy increases in battles. You can use ultimates when you have enough. Cool. Well, I mean, that's cool, but I didn't get, oh, I can get this one. Confirm. Oh. And then you also need the ultimate. Yeah, right. Wolf Fang, Wolf Fang, Wolf Fang, Wolf Fang. Like, okay, we get it. You like Wolf Fang. Anyway, point is, auto battle is good. I like it. I like the spear too.
私の腕を
これで終わらせる。狙いはこちらだ。
まだまだ仕掛けはたくさんあるわ。
一撃で足りないならもう一撃だ。雷雲、作品を拝。
A little lightning guy.
どうすればいいの？早きこと。
The layer does give me a like persona type vibe. You know, like this is like the layer of corruption. There's stock tickers, there's piles of money.
早く始末しろ。
くらえ！
一撃で足りないならもう一撃だ。
まだまだ仕掛けはたくさんあるわ。私の腕を
一撃で足りないならもう一撃だ。狙いはこちらだ。
Man, these drill heads are.
くそ！どうすればいいの？
一撃で足りないならもう一撃だ。雷雲、作品を拝。
私のターンね。ちょっとくすぐっ。
これで終わらせる。くらえ。
This is the boss.
すごく大きな取引みたい。
What do I want to do? I might just zerg the boss. Because I know this thing's gonna summon babies.
一撃で足りないならもう一撃だ。強い技ほど副作用がある。
Angry boy mode.
どうだ。
どうすればいいの？
Let's sword strike its ass.
私の腕を見せてやるわ。
一撃で足りないならもう一撃だ。雷雲、作品を拝見させてもらおう。
And summon him friends.
まだまだ仕掛けはたくさんあるわ。
I need to have the trap out.
そろそろ逃げ。
一撃で足りないならもう一撃だ。
Let's hit all. That plus the trap should be enough AoE to help get rid of the garbage. Yeah, there we go. That's one.
油断した。
We're taking some heavy hits here.
くそ！私のターンね。ちょっとくすぐったいかもよ。
一撃で足りないならもう一撃だ。
And I'm just gonna focus the Keno. No, there's four party members.
まだまだ仕掛けはたくさんあるわ。早くこと風のごと。
一撃で足りないならもう
Double
一撃だ。
slash. Might finish this.
雷雲、作品を拝見させてもらおう。
I get it? 19? I don't think that was enough. No, and it's just attack buff everybody. Oh boy.
くそ！
Ooh, this isn't good. If I take like 3 more hits like that.
こんなに厄介だなんて聞いてないわ。
This.
くらえ。
There we go. Down you go. I'm right there with you, man. I feel you.
俺の命令を聞け。
Okay. Unless they crit, I am fine. Ooh. Ooh.
こんなに厄介だなんて。
We're gonna go ahead and heal.
これで
No
終わ
point
らせる。
risking anything. Bladeless
狙い
blade.
はこちらだ。
One down, and
油断した。
you are dead.
早きことか。
Damn. We're level 9 already. I don't want to think what the next tier would have been like. We would have died for sure. All right, let's get back on track. Let's see more of what the story's like, because I think we could just keep pushing through those things like forever, seemingly. Shop weapon. What you got, buddy? Ended up in a body bag. Where's he at? I can feel the bane tide in the air. Thanks, Christian. I think I hop on the rail station. Unless I gotta go back into the Veil. I do. So it's under side layer now. The layers definitely got some Persona vibes.
早く始末しろ。
Are those this week's pounds or last week's pounds? What about pounds?
そろそろ逃げ。
一撃で足りないならもう一撃だ。
Bladeless blade.
狙いはこちらだ。
Ah. This week's pounds. I actually haven't weighed myself in a few days, but I'm down like 10 pounds. Dropped to like 170. Still got a ways to go to hit the number I want. Let me provide the suggested price for living air.
Contributing towards your next door dash cowboy. Smiley face. Appreciate the content.
Thank you. What? For any possible explosion, leakage, or other accidents that may result. Oh, that's scummy. So they are selling air bottles and then getting the people to sign away damage rights. That wouldn't actually work though. So this is it's interesting this came up because we were actually talking about this the other day. So y'all remember during TwitchCon how they had the whole, like, there was that pit and there were people that were jumping into the pit and then they hurt themselves, and you know, it was the whole crazy thing that was going on, and people were like, oh well, you know, they had to sign away the right to sue Twitch, so you know, Twitch won't be held liable even though these people are getting hurt in the pit. And it actually doesn't work that way. Fun fact that a lot of people don't realize: liability waivers are only valid if there is proper precautions and an acceptable amount of risk within place. Like, so when you agree to a liability waiver, a big part of it, trigger the device. Sure, what does it do? It depends on like what you're agreeing to. Like, for example, if you go you know, skydiving or something, you know, there's a bunch of different safety stuff. But if you're skydiving and your parachute deploys but has a bunch of rips and tears in it, the company is still held liable because that shows that there was a lack of proper maintenance and preparation on their behalf, which means that, you know, regardless of what they signed and said, you know, whether they were like, oh well, you know, you said you wouldn't sue, it doesn't matter because it's considered negligence. So anyway, long story short, negligence will always supersede a liability waiver. Gross negligence. Another good example. This is a more personal one. So I had some folks come in. I was doing some updates to my house. I had a French drain put in outside, which, for those that don't know, basically it's they dug a trench out and they put some black pipe in that trench. They filled it with rocks. They cover it with some fabric, and then they cover it. And the idea is that when it rains, this is meant to create like a sluice, so the water goes into that pipe and then it'll carry it away from the house down the hill or whatever, so you don't have like water pooling in certain parts of your yard. Well, sorry, unique reaction. When they were doing this, they went to hook it. They wanted to hook the gutter up to it, and they hooked the gutter up, but the gutter got pulled off the wall. So if this is the gutter and this is the gutter, it got disconnected. And so what was happening is when it would rain, water was pouring and then it was pooling next to the foundation of the house, which of course very quickly led to water damage, because basically all the rainwater was just creating a giant puddle and sitting up against the house and leaking in. Well, obviously I noticed this, addressed the problem, came out, fixed it, and had the company, I called them and was like, hey, when you were installing this, you know, you messed up. This needs to be addressed. And the lady for the company, initially she was like, well, you know, we'll come out and we'll take a look, but you know, stuff like that, we're not really considered liable for damages to the home. And I'm like, no, you are, because this was a damage based on your own negligent action. And she tried telling me, she was like, well, no, we're, you know, stuff like that's not. And I'm like, no, like, it is. If you really want, we can go to claims court over this. But yes, you are not liable for you hitting an irrigation line that I didn't tell you about. You are liable for the damage that you caused to the interior of the house due to a half-assed job that you were performing outside. And needless to say, yes, they were liable. Yes, they fixed all the damages and the house is now back to normal. But I found it funny because they were it was the office person that was trying to argue with me, like, oh well, You said we're not. You signed this piece of paper. Too many people seem to think that signing a piece of paper gives them immunity from consequences. It doesn't work that way. So funny. It's a product of the product of a modern century. Is everyone? People think people think that they can always just sign away liability. The lesson here, chat, is never let people try to cop out. If you hire somebody to do a job and they do a half-assed job and part of your house messes up, they're liable for that. Negligence supersedes liability waivers. No, I'm not. Yeah, I would not suggest lawyering up over something as simple as that, because lawyers are expensive. Though most of the time you can do a consultation and talk to a lawyer for free. Some of them might request like a consultation fee, but it would be like $100 or something to come in and talk to the lawyer for like 20 minutes. But a good lawyer, at least until we get to the level where we're talking about, you know, like having someone on retainer, a typical lawyer, they're not getting paid until, you know, they win the case for you. I just got a new one. Is it better? 10 feet. It's not as good as the one I had. That sucks. This says freedom of speech does not protect you from inciting violence either, so hate speech is not protected. Another thing people seem to forget. A couple years ago, we had people build an extension under our house. My dad discovered one of the guys was stealing his tools. The guy in charge tried to argue they were loaning it. That's actually funny. Like, yes, we're here to build things. Are you taking my tools? The Garden District. That is funny, though. This rich guy sounds like a real dick. Get it? Rich, richer, dick. It's a... Yeah. I'll be here all night. Don't boo me, that was a good joke. That was a good joke. That was beautifully set up. Who is this weirdo? The cat that was meowing so much to get out of the room, now she's sitting at the gate and she's meowing to come back into the room. Just meow. She's just sitting there going meow, meow, meow. Like, you wanted to leave. I let you leave. I can autoplay this. Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to let this cat back in. So I wonder why the detective man doesn't come in here to fight. Asai! Cause so there's Graham, and then there's Butterfly, but she like masks up when she's here. What about Detective Man? Where's the Detective Man? Why isn't he fighting with us? I'm gonna have to let the cat back in. I'll put it on auto battle and go get the cat. Oh my god. Princess.
どうすればいいの？私の腕を見せてやるわ。
To the glory of auto battle, I didn't even miss anything. Well, I did not bring you in here for you to sit here. Do you want to come up? Come on. Do you want to come up? You want to come up? Is your hair red or brown? It's actually more of like a strawberry blonde. But I have like yellow lights above me because I don't like cool lights. So with lighting, there's two different types of lights. You have cool lights and you have warm lights. Cool lights are typically what you have in an office environment, where it's more of like a fluorescent, I guess would be another good way to describe it. And they just drain the life out of you. Like they make you want to go to sleep. Whereas a warm light is more of a yellow light. It's the light that more than likely you would have in like the lamp of your house. And while having a clean light would allow, oh, I got squished. While having a cool light would allow my hair to show its normal color. At the same time, as mentioned, they drain the absolute life out of you, which anyone that works in an office environment knows. So the point being, I would rather have lights that are at a warmer coloration, which casts a slight red hue on my hair, than lights that make me want to fall asleep all the time. Though if I turn them off, I could you can kind of see my true hair color is like down here. I don't know. Here, actually, let's I'm gonna put that on autoplay. I might be able to show y'all a good example of cool versus warm coloration. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. All right, so the white balance on my camera. So like if I get real close to the camera, you can actually see my hair is like brown. But for example, I'm just messing with the white balance right now. If I lower the white balance down, you can see right now this is low. This is 3000. This is 2800. So I'm becoming more pale. You can see the hair is becoming more brown. But you can see the yellow on my shoulders. By comparison, if I put this up and I turn the white balance up to like 4300, which is much warmer, you can see I have a lot more coloration in my face. My hair looks borderline orange at this point. The shoulders are almost yellow. I can go even further and it'll start to fight the chroma away. Or I can do it the opposite direction where everything just looks completely pale. I typically like to keep things around 3300 though. That seems to be it's a good sweet spot, I feel. And that's been your lesson on that's your lesson on lighting for the day. Anyway, back to Mato. Well, thank you, Daniel. I'm glad I'm appreciated by some. Is there loot up here? I feel like there should be loot up here. I have to activate that. I'm actually pretty tan. I have paled. My lighting, my current light coloration makes me paler than I actually am. Come back in like November and I'll be
ま
pale.
た雑魚つまらないわ
But right now, I am. I mean, we're coming straight off the summer, man. We just got done volleyball season. I am tan, very tan. Now my thighs are very pasty because you know.
私のターンねくらえ
これで終わらせる。ライウ作品を拝見させてもらおう。
くそ私のターンねちょっとくすぐっ
一撃で足りないなら
I'm sure the sponsors are gonna love the lighting tutorial. I mean, to be honest, this is just me. I'd like to think that when you decide to get Cowboy to play your game, you know that there's going to be cats meowing and lighting tutorials and all sorts of other things that also... I'd like to think that's part of my charm. You know. I'm not a one-trick pony. I like to teach. Consider myself a teacher and an entertainer at the same time. At least that's what I said when I bed your mother the other evening, Austin. But then again, it was more things that she taught me. Wonderful things. How to cry and how to tug? Well, there were certainly tears. Let me go to my gears. Let's auto-equip the best gears. I got new gears available. Ooh, so now I got Team Pierce damage up. Imagine if walkthrough video games were a college course. I mean, I thought, well, you know, in the scheme of things, I do think, I think the walkthrough style content I do is, I think it definitely borders on the fine line between entertainment and educational. Like, Let's Plays would be purely entertainment. You know, the walkthrough, the goal is to actually teach you something, show you something. And the thing is, there's a certain methodology and approach that goes into how, you know, how those things are being taught. Oh, new weapon is disappointing, Sally. I get higher... Wait. Crit. 450 to 46. No, I had the piercing damage boost, so I should keep that.
Ichi geki de tarinai nara mou ichi geki da. Raiun, sakuhin o hai.
私のターンね早きこと
これで終わらせる。くらえ。油断した。
私のターンね
一撃で足りないならもう一撃だ。
Well, I don't think they're doing college courses in social media management yet. It does sound like it would be a pretty interesting topic to see, because there's so much just nuance to it as well. You know, it's really hard to it's really hard to teach. Like there are certainly best practices, but this is why I'm leery anytime there's a streamer that does a, like, you know, oh, sign up for my new, you know, streaming teach course. For this course for, you know, for only $100 an hour, I'll teach you the ins and outs of becoming a live streamer and all the best practices and everything that you need to know to make it in this industry. And like, yeah, there are certain things that can help, but at the end of the day, you know, a lot of it is going to be luck. So. It does sound like snake oil, because there's people I know that are like genuine that want to help, but the whole idea of selling a path to success in streaming just, I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way. Because even if the person has good intentions, you know, it's you can't. There isn't just a magical formula that you can follow. Get a cute and sexy VTuber avatar. Is that what I need to do, Fox? I need to have a little. How awkward would it be if I had a little anime avatar, but you heard my voice coming through her? Luck is a big part of it. I mean, it's like anything, you know. I'd like to think, like, yeah, you wanna, you obviously there's a lot of hard work involved. But there's luck, you know. Like I tell all of my nephews and like the young kids in the neighborhood that are like, oh, I want to be a streamer. I want to be, you know, I want to do that. I want to be a streamer. I tell them, like, you know, it's the same as like a kid being like, oh cool. It's the same as a kid being like, yeah, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a professional athlete, or when I grow up, I'm gonna be a famous musician, or I'm gonna be a movie star. Like, if that's what you want to pursue, great, but the chances of it actually getting to the point where like you are a known name, that takes a lot. It takes a lot. I mean, even now I'm at you know, what was it, 1.1 million or so, and I'm still, you know, it's not like I'm a household name. Put on auto battle. Let's see how the auto battle handles a boss fight. I mean, the crazy thing about YouTube is outside of YouTube is very much a bubble. Like, if you were to just talk to somebody on the street and ask them if they knew who, you know, Ninja or Markiplier or PewDiePie or, you know, any of the extremely large content creators are, you know, 75% of people would be like, who? Just, obviously, when you're in that field, it's different, but it's very much its own little like microcosm for the most part. That's my Tic-Toe and Deco? I don't know who those. See, I don't even know who those people are. Can't spell justice without us. Oh, TikTok. Oh. I'm aware of TikTok. Night smoke. You're
お嬢
arrested.
さん力持ちだな。話してくれ。医療費を請求するぞ。
抵抗はやめて質問に答えなさい。
こんにちは、烏丸七郎さん。
まだ生きてたのか。
風水を探ったのはこいつ
だな。
待て、俺が伝えた場所に行って食われなかったっていうのか。
食われる？どこまで知ってるんだ？
俺は何も知らない。
人を危険にさらしてしらばっくれるつもり？
俺はただ口先で交わしただけだ。俺が有罪だってんなら逮捕してみろ。俺は何にもしてない。早く解放しろ。
まだ言うか。刀はどこ？みじん切りにしてやる。
その話術、誰
Beat
に
his
教わった？
ass.
俺は何も知らない。お前たちに俺を咎める権利はない。
素直に話してはくれないようだな。
あれを使うつもりか。
烏丸七郎、すべての真相を吐いてもらうよ。
Deck selection, Way of Fate. To make the most of Way of Fate, you need to plan your strategy and keep the right cards. The Debater combines multiple persuasions and persuasion power boost to deal incredible damage. I am a master debater. Okay. I have no idea what we are doing here. How about I have 3 power. It costs 1, no effects. Let's go for double. When this demon is alive, block 1 persuasion per turn. Let's hit it with double persuade. Breakthrough. Is this... I gotta break the demon. Okay, there we go. I've defeated 1 demon. Big Mouth. Persuasion power plus 3. Action cost -2 for next persuasion card this turn. Okay, we're gonna go Big Mouth. And then, 3 times, each time dealing damage, add 1 mark to the host. We're gonna go boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Not enough action points. That's okay. I'll finish him. Choose cards to keep. Ugh. Doze action. Do, re, mi. Double dodge. Babble. Babble. And I got double dodge up, and I'm going to end the turn. I do not want to keep defense. It's now the host's action. He's going to attack, but I'm going to dodge. And now I'm up. He is going to respawn, but that's okay. No, I don't have any attack cards. What is this? What? No! Crap! This needs a whole tutorial, I think. This part is I'm just beating him. Breakthrough. Alright, so those are done. I'm gonna persuade you to talk with my cards. Talk! Talk! Idealism. Do I kill you? You're not coming back. Stay dead. So I think I need to manage the demons while attacking the host. Mind hacked. Rich told me to say. He ordered me to lead anyone who was interested in the Lotus Consortium there. What happened to the other people you sent? I don't even want to know. You assured them a death sentence. So what? People die. Everybody dies. And now my number's up, man. Anyone who goes up against these guys gets wiped out. You coward. You think I don't know that? I used to dream of taking the fight to these tyrannical bastards. Now I am another waste of air. Then nothing in the end. You ever hear the Zorro hands? No. Sure. That group of shell pickers who went after the corporations. That's them. What about them? They're me. I was the Zorro hands. Not so formidable when you're the sole member of a group. What are you talking about? See, this is the dart of the butterfly fairy. Well, only the leader of the Zorro hands is permitted to carry it. If a corporation's door was hit by a butterfly dart, it meant the boss would be targeted by the butterfly fairy. The butterfly fairy made it possible for workers to live decent lives. The original leader was inspired by the deeds of the butterfly fairy, and then the Zorro hands were born, but that's me. What was it you said about autographs? Shut up and try to show a little decency. We, as the Zorro hands, we made up for our weak numbers with strategy, and took economic measures to pose a threat to those profit-hungry capitalists. So what happened to the other members of your little club? Oh, Lotus. The last door this dart appeared on was Rich's, but Rich's, he's a bad guy, man. The butterfly fairy was targeting him, but she has long since disappeared, or worse, deserted us. We vowed to bring the fight to Rich, determined to take revenge, but... Yeah, that probably didn't go so well. We tried to hit him in the back, but he anticipated every move we make, and his shares only ever went up, man. Rich finally tracked our members down. We were most desperate. He offered us two options. Obey or die. Yeah, more or less, yeah. So you just gave up? Hard to find the will to fight when everyone important to you gets picked off, one by one. The butterfly fairy disappeared, and the Zorro hands, that was me. It was shattered. It was just me on my own. What has Rich made you do since you switched sides?
He knows that business expands most adequately through acquisitions, but sometimes things don't run smoothly. So that's why he gets me. I had to pry into a competitor's business, bribe employees, turn my expertise as a saboteur against his interests. But he just made me into a puppet, and I enforced all that stuff because I'm Zorro hands. He broke what was left of my heart to do it, but I had to.
What heart, you mindless stooge? You betrayed the very core of what I pledged to fight against. Wait, don't.
Oh, that's the butterfly dart. But how did you come by it?
I never asked to be some cheap dashboard idol for someone like you to worship.
That's not possible. The butterfly fairy, she's been missing for years. Why'd you come back now?
I've only been missing because cowards like you gave up the fight at the first sign of real resistance. Did you think Rich was gonna roll over when you came after him?
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did to my friends.
All I'm hearing is excuses. Bitch.
It doesn't matter what you were. I still believe, or even stand for, Rich's power. It's too big, and he's grown out of the power of my Zorro hand.
My fight isn't over yet, guy.
I'm not your friend, guy. Then your victory pose. What are you standing over? The ashes of what might have been? Where were you? We were starving, freezing. You just abandoned us. Where were you when Rich stole those livelihoods, huh? Face it, the butterfly fairy and the Zorro hands, whatever we're just myths. There's nothing left now.
You learned nothing. It was never just about fighting the leaders. It was to show the workers that they were worth fighting for. Huh.
You're fighting for a memory, and mine tends to be hazy on a good day.
It is pretty fun to voice act stuff sometimes. The butterfly dart.
泣いてるのか泣いてるな
Are you crying?
うさい
You're crying.
今ティッシュを
泣いてない。金マンガンもどう懲らしめるか考えてたの。
はいはい分かったよモスはそう来なくっちゃ
誰がモスよ。ぶん殴られたいの。
俺を殴って金マンガンとの決闘を諦めてくれるなら
分かってるわよ。勇気だけじゃ解決できない問題もあるって。
君は無鉄砲すぎる
言ってくれるじゃない。
探偵だからな遠慮してちゃ始まらない
じゃあ名探偵さん、これからどうするのか教えて。
やっぱり七郎を何とかするしかないな
それって策はあるの？
微妙な手だったけどさっきの様子を見ると不可能じゃないかもしれないコウさん覚えてるか？
コウさん？七郎に会いたがってた人のこと？
七郎をよく知ってる
This
だ
is
ろ
a
う
JRPG.
彼に頼んでみるのもいいかもしれない随宅呉服屋に行ってくるモスは七郎を見ていてくれ
Back to Sunshine Fabrics. All I want to know is why my detective guy doesn't fight. Bane Tide. Back to Sunshine Fabrics. You're very welcome, Seville. Big digital waifu. Wait, isn't this where I just left? Bottle of Pierce. It says wait for news. But it's also leading me to night smoke. Oh, we're advancing time. What, princess? What do you want? Meow, 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 meow. Is this rich? Kind of looks like the penguin.
時は来たれり。財宝と香りだけを残す挑戦。参る。私は名前だけでたくさんの人に影響を与えてるわ。助手じゃないのよクソ同士。熱心な義族なの。
こいつ、お前と同じで飲みすぎか？
私の方があんたより役に立つんだから。バーテンダーから情報が入ったわ。七郎は眠り姫で飲んでるって。
この計画、本当にうまくいくのか？
探偵、質問されてるわよ。
もしダメなら予備のプランがある。コウさんは従業員の誇りを守り抜くと言っていた。金マンガンと最後まで戦い続けると。
目的を忘れるなよ。それほど打ち込まなくていい。
忘れてない。ついでだ。町の厄介事は次々発生する。でも解決すれば一つは減る。やら。
いつお人よしになったんだ？
お前たちと出会ってからだ。
私ならあいつをと捕まえて殴るわね。
同感だ。
もう少し慎んだ行動はできないのか？
できない。
あっそ。
因果応報、時は来たれり。場には合ってるな。
Alright, so I think we're like ambushing this guy with our plan. What, princess? So demanding. You want to come up? Oh, here she comes. Big girls are coming. Princess, stop. You gotta... Oh my god, cat.
Stop rubbing your teeth on the microphone. The womp when it's put on the floor. She's a big girl. Want me to go back in the thing. I don't see the layer though. Which layer am I supposed to do?
I don't have a side or a main layer quest, only the random layers, which we were doing those already. Let me try and advance the story, see if it, Old lady. Old lady. Old lady. A little bit of a glitch in the matrix there. It's a demon bad guy.
確率はたったの 1% です。もうやめてください。何を言っている。全部私のものだ。押さないでください。
What is happening? I want to see if it's just like a fight or what, I want to see what like a boss fight looks like before you wrap up the stream. But I do gotta get going. I got a birthday dinner I gotta go to, so I can't go for too much longer here. no boss fight. I have to go fight through the whole lair to get to the boss, I guess. And I don't really have time to do a lair right now, so I think we're gonna have to wrap it before we actually get all the way down to the bottom, sadly. This is interesting though. It's definitely very, very reminiscent of, you know, like Shin Megami. Stuff like Shin Megami, stuff like Persona, which it's just good to have more stuff like that on PC. Let's hop in just to see what it looks like real fast. This is like, yeah, so this one, it's like a mega casino. Go through a bunch of layers and whatnot. But yeah, I gotta get out of here, so we're gonna wrap things up here. Big thanks, of course, to the folks from Streamforge for sponsoring the stream. Chat, I will be back tomorrow. We'll be checking out another game in the JRPG, kind of. Well, more of an action RPG. But either way, I'm gonna wrap things up here for now. Big thanks to the sponsors once again. I will catch y'all next time.